Good morning, girls. It's Explosion Wednesday. So, I got back to school this week. I took the bus back in on Sunday afternoon. Got back to campus, saw my roommates, gave them all big hugs. We loved each other and we were reunited so happily. And then we ordered Chinese food and watched a movie. I got to sleep in my bed, my school bed, which I like kind of a lot better than my home bed because at home I have this really lumpy pillow that feels like a sack of potatoes. And at school, my pillow is actually very soft and comfortable, so I fell right asleep with this breeze on my face and it was heavenly. When I woke up in the morning, I was so sore. I felt like I couldn't even move. And I realized it was because I was lugging like 10,000 pounds worth of suitcases all the way across campus the day before, and it kind of broke my arms, like both of them, all the way off. And so that was a lot of fun. As I was lugging those suitcases, I saw this 15-foot snowman. It was built around this statue right next to the art building, so I'm guessing an art student built the snowman around the artistic, abstract art, modern art sculpture. The statue looks like this giant rusty clothespin. It's kind of like this kind of shape, and then so it flares out at the top, and then that part they used as the hat on top of the snowman. It was really cool. Then they built snow around underneath that as the head, and then underneath that is the body. So it looked really awesome. Oh yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this already, but I'm taking 3 classes at St. Mary's this semester. I'm taking two classes that are technically teaching and then one that's math for teachers. So basically I'm taking a little kid math class. I showed up to class for that one today, the math class, and they had an exam, and I was like, how do we have an exam? We haven't even learned anything, and this is just my first day. The St. Mary's girls all knew there was an exam because they had class on Monday, whereas for Notre Dame students we didn't even show up until Tuesday. So I showed up for an exam that all the other girls had gone to practice exams for, and then I look at this and I'm like, okay, there's a right triangle. It was called a proficiency exam, but it's kind of like a basic algebra that should come into your head through common sense exam. So I was happy about that. It made me feel really intelligent. But it wasn't as bad as my other class. I showed up like 5 minutes late, and the teacher, she spends like 5 minutes during the class lecturing us on the importance of being punctual. And if you don't want to show up to class on time every day, then what are you doing here? That's so disrespectful. You're wasting your time. You're wasting my time. Wasting everything. You're wasting your education. You're just a loser. So I felt properly shamed, and I went to the teacher after class and apologized for being late, and then she seemed to like me, so I think I'm good. Last night I worked at the dining hall for my first time back, and it was wonderful. It was like the greatest experience I've had in like forever. I was working with my friends Tim and freshman Tim and freshman Donnie and 10,000 other friends that are all awesome. And I got to do like 10 different jobs. Like I got to do stir fry for a while, I got to work in the dish room on dish line for a while, and then loading the dishwasher, I even got to do that. I got to be a loader, and that is the hardest job in the whole dish room, which is why I love it so much, because it like breaks my arms because I'm lifting these 30-pound piles of trays and stuff, and it's kind of a man's job, but I like to do it because I like to be so hardcore awesome. And I am hardcore awesome because I'm the best female loader, I think, in the whole dining hall, and that's the best title I could ever be given by anyone, best female loader. I quit Facebook because it was eating all my time. I kind of wanted to do cool things for once, like Maggie's looking up ukuleles on eBay, and Carolyn knows how to play guitar. Kristen got a guitar, she wants to get started too. And I could actually have time for all those things if I actually got off Facebook, got off the internet, and started doing good stuff with my time instead of just wasting it. Because I feel like I have all these untapped talents that I need to use. But speaking of doing good things with my time, I'm actually really starting to get excited about being a teacher. I'm actually really starting to think that this is something really worthwhile that I can do with my life. Because in these classes I've been taking, the teachers I've had at St. Mary's, they're so passionate, and it's actually something I've been getting into. So yeah, that's what's new in my life. I'm wearing the Tiffany that Aunt Eva got us. It's real Tiffany from Aunt Eva, because it's real Tiffany, and you guys should all wear your real Tiffany to celebrate Explosion Wednesday. And well, it's gonna be a good year. Basically, it's gonna be a really good year. I'm so optimistic. I'm so happy, and I can think of no better way to start the year than how I have started it. I'm really glad, and I cannot wait to see you all, my lovies. I give you a kiss, and happy Explosion Wednesday.